नमस्कार, फिर पैसा बोलता है में आपका स्वागत है। वेलकम बैक टू पैसा बोलता है। मैं आज एक भारत का सबसे पुराना ब्रांड जैसे टाटा है वैसे एक ब्रांड के बारे में बात करना चाहता हूँ। ये भी एक फारसी कंपनी है। इनके अनेक कंपनियां तो प्राइवेटली हेल्ड हैं और सिर्फ ये क्या दो तीन चार कंपनी ऐसे हैं जो लिस्टेड है। मैं बात कर रहा हूँ गॉडरेज के बारे में। गॉडरेज एक सबसे भारत में पुराना कंपनी है। वो पहले लॉक मैन्युफैक्चर करते थे, उसके बाद उन्होंने सोप मैन्युफैक्चरिंग शुरू की। लगभग 120 साल की एक पुरानी कंपनी बॉम्बे में केंद्रित है। उनके पास बॉम्बे में हजारों एकड़ की रियल एस्टेट पड़ी है। उनके ऐसे तीन चार कंपनियां हैं जो लिस्टेड है। टुडे आई वांट टू टॉक अबाउट a company which is very old and pre-independent India. Like Tata's, they are one of the most trusted brands in India and a Parsi brand to the boot. I am talking about the Godrej Group. Most of their assets are privately held and very few are in the listed space. And even what is there in the listed space is controlled by the family in a very iron-fisted manner. It's very rare that a Godrej company can be taken over. The family does a lot of charity, and like the other Parsi big group, which is still surviving, Tatas, they are very reputed and they have a great brand. They have a reputation which is very, very strong, which is gold clad, and you won't find any controversy with any Godrej family or Godrej company. The companies that are listed are Godrej Agrovet, Godrej Industries, Godrej Consumer, and Godrej Properties. But today we are going to talk about Godrej Consumer. As soon as locks were manufactured, the second company that this group started was soaps. And this company's Synthol is one of the oldest brands in India as far as soap is concerned. For many years, I was using Synthol soap. A green color soap with packed in red was the original. In between, they went public. They tried a joint venture with Procter and Gamble. It failed completely. Then they tried with Sara Lee. There was a company called Godrej Sara Lee, which also they could not manage and they took back the company. Today, the company we know as is Godrej Consumer Products, and they are now in 2022 acquired all the other consumer products that was there with the company. Godrej Consumer Product is a very focused company which only looks at primarily at home and personal care and has not moved on to other fields. Except Synthol and Godrej Hair Dye, which was original, most of the brands which are very successful today have been acquired. They have Hit, which is an insecticide brand. They brought Goodnight also. Both Hit and Goodnight were not original Godrej brands, and they dominate the hair color market, especially in the premium soap. Synthol is a very big brand for them. And then they have now air freshers. They have Air and Stella, which are air freshers primarily in cars. These are niche areas in which nobody enters and which company practically controls this segment. The key brands, Goodnight, Hit, the Synthol soap, Stella, all these contribute to more than 70% of the mega economy. They have a professional manager and a new man, Sudhir Sitapati, has taken over. The price recently hit a 52-week high, which is up 1.5%. The company has given two bonuses. There was a bonus, 1:2 bonus in 2018. The stock price of the company is 1013, which is a 52-week high. The price to earnings ratio is 60, which is obscene. The debt to equity ratio is very good, practically zero debt, very minor debt. Price to book is 7.5. The earnings per share is 16.6. And predictably, the earnings yield is very low at 2.3. Promoters own 63% of the share. The FIIs own 24, DIA is 7, public 6. Godrej Consumer is basically an FMCG in household and personal care. The revenue in personal care comes to 58%. 39% comes from home care, that is basically insecticide, and 3% is others. 56% of their business comes from India. Africa, US, and Middle East contribute 25%, and they are very strong in Indonesia, where they have a 14% stake. The key thing is this company has global partnerships with Bayer and Sumitomo Corporation. One is a German company, another is Japanese. They have manufacturing in India, Africa, US, Indonesia, and Latin America. Their distribution is through Walmart and Target in America. In Indonesia, they go through pharma and health channels, and they have a go-to-market strategy in the emerging economies. They want to grow into 80,000 villages over the next 3 years. It's a market leader in personal care in terms of market cap. It's bigger than Dabur, Marico, and Imani. It is only second to Hindustan Unilever and Procter and Gamble. The point remains that they have not been able to tie up with P&G when Godrej Consumer was a private company. They tied up with Procter and Gamble when Procter and Gamble tried to enter India. These two companies formed a joint brand together. Procter and Gamble tried to push out Synthol, and the family resisted, and the company separated. Procter and Gamble went its own way, and Godrej Consumer relaunched Synthol as a very successful brand. There are mainly three brothers who control this company. They are cousins basically. There's an Adi Godrej, Nadir Godrej, and of course there is Jamshed Godrej. These are cousins. They are the fourth or fifth generation of the family. They hold copious amounts of real estate. Normally, what happens is this company, when they expand, they come to an area, they come to a city, they own a huge chunks of real estate across the country. Their main focus is, of course, Bombay, where they own a huge parcel of land. A large parcel of it is used as wetlands and is used as a wildlife sanctuary. But this company has a huge brand presence and has a great reputation. So anytime the price of this stock dips, you can take a look and buy it. Or if you really want to own a piece of it, not from the point of view of it giving you spectacular returns which don't look possible at this price, you can buy one or two to keep in touch with it. And whenever there's a drop in market price, you can enter and buy it. This is, of course, an iconic brand in India. Thank you for watching पैसा बोलता है. पैसा बोलता है में आपके उपस्थिति के लिए मैं आपके आभारी हूँ. नमस्कार, धन्यवाद, जय हिंद. पैसा बोलता है में फिर से आपका स्वागत है. मैं सिंगापुर गया था. सिंगापुर में सब भारतीय लोग मुझे प्यार से स्वागत किया, और वो जो मीटिंग हुआ उसमें तो बहुत सारे अतिथियों से मुलाकात हुई, और ये तो कंप्लीट सक्सेस हो गया. अगले मीटिंग जून 11 रविवार को हम कोलालमपुर में करने वाले हैं. जो कोलालमपुर में रहते हैं वो मीटिंग में आ सकते हैं और मुझे मिल सकते हैं. धन्यवाद, नमस्कार, जय हिंद.